So yeah, this is what 4.5 years of maintaining locked hair looks like for this body. I've grown a lot and have gained some nice little decorations. Lately I've been rocking the sassy ponytail. Here's the bun. It takes at least 10 hair ties to get it up. So I wanted to update you again on my dreadlocks. It's been about 3 months now since I stopped brushing. I have been brushing out the front part of my hair, as you can see, and I don't know, can you see the back? So I'll just show you individually what we got going on, because my hair is very straight, so it's slow going, but the knotties are forming, they're in there. There's a good one. And I also, when I was in Jamaica, had some of these kind of put in / maintained. And then the 3 main ones back here, I got maintained a little bit. But since they're so young, they're still pretty messy. This one's the best one that I got going on so far. Some of these are just kind of weird and wild. There's a knotty. I'm just kind of letting it do whatever it wants to do. Ta-da! And since I got these little side things put in, I can use them to tie back my hair with my own hair. Wow! So cool! Eee. Yeah, I got those put in when I was in Jamaica. Probably my favorite thing is how easily I can make really epic, nice looking buns now. I will say too that when I first started this, my hair was used to being washed like every other day, so it got super greasy super quickly. A couple months later, I think my hair has officially adjusted because I only wash once a week and it doesn't get greasy or gross at all. Hey fam! I wanted to do another dreadlock update. It's been a little bit less than 6 months since I stopped brushing my hair and started naturally forming some dreadlocks, and I'm actually going to LA this weekend to have them worked on by my friend Brian, who's a fellow yogi, and he will create and turn the rest of my hair into dreadlocks, or as they're known in the Hindu tradition, they're called jatas, J-A-T-A-S. There are a number of spiritual cultures and traditions who wear dreadlocks, and there's a couple different reasons for it. In the yogic tradition, the reasoning for it is that it keeps your hair from falling out. When your hair falls out, you lose your prana, your life force, your life energy with that hair. So if your hair isn't falling out, then you're not going to be losing that prana and life force, and it keeps the energy and really helps you maintain a strong energy. It's also believed that as the locks form and as they get heavy, they pull on different parts of your scalp and they stimulate Sahasrara chakra, your crown chakra, which relates to the divine. Wandering monks in India and other saints in India of a couple different traditions will wear dreadlocks for that reason, and Rastafarians also wear dreadlocks for spiritual reasons. To be honest, I never really thought that I would wear dreadlocks. Now that I know more about them, I realize that a lot of the stigma around them is not correct. And my dreadlocks, like I said, they're just forming completely naturally on their own right now. I just stopped brushing my hair and I wash it once a week, and after 6 months, there's actually quite a lot of dreadlocks in here. Other side. It's hard to see it in the video, but almost my whole head has dreaded itself by now. Except for the front, because I keep brushing out the front part. So yeah, basically I could just keep going like this and eventually my entire head would be completely dreaded, but I'm just gonna have Brian go ahead and do the rest for me. He's gonna put some really awesome loving intention into it, and then I'll have some nice neat looking dreadlocks. Crazy jatas. What up, y'all? So here is the finished product. I just have a teeny little bit of loose hair in front of my face still, but as you can see, he did a great job. Remember all that crazy loose hair I had? It is now securely in some beautiful jattas. Alright, so I washed my hair and palm rolled it, and here it is. As you can see, the front part of my hair is still out and loose. Hey everyone! I wanted to do a dreadlocks update. It's been a while and I feel like my locks have changed a lot since the last update I posted. They've kind of like solidified more, and I don't know, I feel like after I kind of got them made, they looked really like tight and like masculine is the only like way I can think of to describe it. But over time, as they've kind of like matured and solidified into themselves, I feel like they have more of a nice like kind of feminine flowy look to them, and there is some little bit of loose hair kind of like mixed in with them, and I feel like that gives them a really nice look, like a nice soft look. And I think they kind of got really short after I had them formed. They like shrunk up, and since then they've been growing again. So this is all of them in the front, kind of like crazy and like uneven and natural, but I really like how they look. And I've still been keeping out just a little bit of hair in the front and keeping it short, because I love how my natural curls do their thing. And then here's what they look like in the back. And from the other side. So it's been over a year and a half on this journey. It's been quite a long road, but I finally have fully matured, fully formed dreadlocks, and I really love them. I'm really happy with how they look, and they feel really powerful and really sacred and special to me. So thanks for following along on my journey, you guys. Love you. Oh, and just for funsies, I thought I'd show you how they look when I put them up. As a self-initiation and to symbolize my commitment to walking the yogic path, I vowed not to brush or cut my hair for at least 7 years. While I may not keep my locks past the 7-year mark, my commitment to walking the yogic path is lifelong. This is my hair before maintenance and after maintenance in July of 2021. One of my yoga teachers, Sri Babahari Das, was definitely the main inspiration behind my decision to lock my hair. He was an Indian monk who was silent for the last 66 years of his life and who at one point wore very long dreadlocks. Hey gang, I have not done a video update on my hair in like 2 years. Sorry for slacking. The last update was in February 2020. I was in Guatemala. So yeah, now it is September 2022. It's been like 2.5 years since the last update. My locks are now about 4.5 years old, and as you can see, they are significantly longer than they were 2 years ago. They've grown a lot and have gained some nice little decorations. This one's my favorite. It was a gift from my cousin, and I had maintenance today, so they're looking nice and fresh. So yeah, I've still just been brushing out the front as always for some bangs, and then the back. Meow. Yeah, I'll put it up and show you what that looks like. Lately I've been rocking the sassy ponytail because I am a yoga instructor and this is just the easiest hairstyle for me to wear when I'm teaching, because some poses require me to have my head on the floor, which I can't really do correctly with my hair in a bun, but I will show you the bun next. Although they've gotten so heavy at this point that wearing my hair up for a long period of time does start to give me a headache. Okay, here's the bun. It takes at least 10 hair ties to get it up. And this is nice when it's hot outside or when I just want my hair to be out of the way. But yeah, I can't do headstand, or if I'm laying on my back, having the bun there kind of squishes my chin, so it's not safe to do like bridge pose and stuff like that, so that's why I've been doing the ponytail. So yeah, this is what 4.5 years of maintaining locked hair looks like for this body. And the past 1.5 years especially, it's definitely come to my attention that my hair is offensive or off-putting to some people, and I just want to say that whatever you believe or whatever type of like feelings and opinions that you have on it, it's like all totally valid and you're entitled to feel however you feel about it. And if you are interested in reading more about why I personally choose to wear locks, my spiritual reasons behind wearing them, and my thoughts around cultural appropriation, that type of thing, I do have 2 Instagram posts that I made addressing that. I feel like I talk a lot in this video about why I wear locks, but cultural appropriation is really important to consider, so I'll link both of these posts in the description. So if that's of interest to you, I definitely invite you to read those, and if you don't care, then that's also fine and wonderful. And thanks for your time, and I love you.